everybody. I hope you are all well. My name is Raina, and welcome back to my channel, Yum Plans. I am so excited to be back on this platform. It has been a while. There has been many reasons for it, and I wanted to do a bit of a get to know me again video um, for just that reason. So you'll see here I'm basically just updating my planners. I try and do this as often as I can. Some days I'm a little bit behind, and this was one of those days. So I'm basically just adding to my planners. I have multiple, and if you would like a flip through of any of them, please leave me a comment below. So I wanted to first of all start by saying apologies that I've been so MIA on this channel. If you follow me on Instagram, which is also at Young Plans, I have been a little bit more active there, but nowhere near as I used to be sort of pre-2023. I actually just checked, and the last video that I created was August 2022 for this channel, which was a organise my stickers with me. So that system has changed massively from that video. And if you'd like to see any of those sorts of things as far as how I organise stickers, albums, notebooks, planners, all that kind of stuff, again, just let me know in the comments. I really want to start tailoring this channel to what you guys want to see. I have a couple of hundred subscribers, and I very much appreciate you all. And I'd love to be able to grow this channel. There are a few reasons why I have not been posting as much on this channel over the last few years. One huge reason, but it really technically shouldn't have been any sort of excuse, is the fact that I've relocated. So I was living in the Midlands, and I am now living in the Southwest. I am located in Cornwall. I basically wanted to retire to Cornwall. Um, and that has always been a plan for me and my partner, more or less ever since we got together. And almost every year we did birthdays and Christmases and holidays down here. And I think it was 2021 was when my partner's parents moved down. And we always said that we would follow them down here. So they've retired down here and live in a beautiful house. And we basically got the opportunity to do exactly that. So we lived with them for a few months. We built up our deposit from a few years before, and we are now situated in our own home. This is our first home that we've bought together. It's a beautiful little cottage, and we absolutely love it. We are so grateful at how we have fallen on our feet with life, with work down here. I think stereotypically I've always heard that Cornwall is a really difficult place for young people to live and work, but actually if you put your mind to it and you're open about what you do, I think you will be just fine. And I was really lucky that I was just fine. I had been job hunting for a few months. I had a couple of interviews, and then my mum actually found me the job that I am in now. I don't want to go too much into the company that I work for, due to obviously privacy and all that kind of stuff. But I do work for corporate. So I'm in a corporate company, and I absolutely love it. Again, stereotypically, there are people that do love corporate and people that don't, and I'm one of those people that do. Following in my mum's corporate footsteps, I think, is probably the way to explain it. So, basically, my job is education and engagement, in a specific service. And I absolutely love it. I think I've always been very much a lover of educating or tutoring or sort of supporting and helping out and that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's a job that suits me, and I'm really happy with it. So I have enjoyed my time in this role. I am technically a temp for this huge project that the company are undertaking at the moment, but I'm really hoping that I can become a permanent member of staff. It is a full-time job, so that's also part of the reason why I haven't been on YouTube so much. Obviously, content creating does take up time, and it's time that you do have to kind of set aside and put your mind to, which is what I intend to do. And I say that very sort of lightheartedly, but I also really want to get this channel going again. I loved it. I've been rewatching some of my old content, sometimes feeling a bit embarrassed, and sometimes thinking, wow, I wish that girl could come back. And she's on her way back. So yeah, content creation is something that I've always loved, I will always love, and I will always want to do. Some of you may or may not know I'm also a nail technician, so I have always had a YouTube channel and an Instagram account for that side of things. I'm not currently trading. I haven't been probably since about a year before I moved down to Cornwall as far as advertising it as a business. I used to be a mobile nail technician, had a few too many not very fun experiences with that. Going into people's houses can be sometimes uncomfortable. And I was messed around a few times with different clients. Again, I don't want to go into that, but it sort of put me off being mobile. But there are other routes that I've discovered over the past few years that I feel like I could step into, whether it's part time, whether it's full time. But it's one of those things that I need a bit more research in, as well as more funds to support me with that. So it's a potential. I don't want to say no to it, but it's definitely a potential. Um, with that said, the reason why I wanted to do this sort of video was because I wanted to reintroduce myself, as I think I've sort of done so far, and get back into content creation. I'm really lucky with my current job that I work flexi hours, so I'm contracted to 37, but with my work, I do often work out of hours, so evenings, weekends, extra hours to get certain things done. And so I can have that time back. It's decent enough pay for what I am doing and for, I guess, like my age and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate being able to take the time back, which will hopefully help me with content creating, and I can kind of manage my time between my corporate role and content creation, because that is the goal. Um, I'm not in any way, shape, or form expecting to get paid out of content creation. It may or may not happen depending on how much this account grows. But like I say, my corporate role supports me enough and supports my planner addiction, I will say. Um, so yeah, that's basically that as far as my job. And moving to Cornwall, I do have many plans for the future. Um, I'm currently I think they call it in a dink relationship. I've seen this thing about dink and dinkwad online and on social media so many times. So it's basically double income, no kids. Eventually, I'd like to be double income, no kids with a dog. Um, but we don't have a dog yet. Obviously, living in Cornwall, almost everyone has a dog, so that is the goal, that is the dream. Um, and I love the company that I work for. Everyone is so like dog orientated. So almost everyone that I work with either has a dog or has a family dog, or like likes to meet up and go for dog walks and things like that, which I think is really lovely. Especially with like the high pressure and the stress that we have within our job. And we've all got something that we can kind of relate to and share some happiness with when we need to. Um, so yeah, it's that's something that is kind of like the future plans. With having the house and the cottage that we're in, we absolutely love it. We are soon to get our kitchen done. So again, I don't know how much of that I'd want to share online. I don't know how much of that you guys would want to see. I don't know. But obviously this channel is like predominantly planner and sticker and that kind of side of things. So I don't know again how much of that you would want to see. Um, but yeah, so we've got lots of things planned. We've got the kitchen to do. We've got the garden, which is going to be a massive project. I'm actually sat in my office looking outside while I'm filming this and thinking I wouldn't want to be doing the garden in the weather that we're having today. It was beautiful yesterday, but today it's not so nice. So it's still February, so I'm not too worried just yet, but that's the plan. What else do I want to talk to you about? Future plans with this channel. This is something that I'd really love your guys' help with as far as what you want to see. And so I'd love for you to pop some comments below the sort of videos you want to see. I also create a lot of my own things. So because Happy Planner and that sort of system is very much an American based system, I can't always get my hands on the actual planner or the actual sticker book or the actual stickers. So often I am known to create my own, either by buying destashed parts of planners that people post on Facebook and on all the groups, or I will use printables. Printables has been something that I've used for a number of years now, and you'll see some of my old planners that I was using in previous videos, like the memory planners and things. Most of them have been created by printing printables and putting the planners together that way. So I'd love to do a lot more of that sort of thing as well for you guys, show you how I do it, show you why I do it, budgeting and cost savings side of things. So yeah, that's definitely something that I'd love to know a bit more about what you guys want to see. And yeah, I think kind of the future of this channel is to be decided. There are days and weeks where work might be a little bit more quiet, but there are also days and weeks where work is crazy and I haven't got any time and I get tired in the evening. So for me, this is also like a mantra and a motivational speech for myself, to keep myself going in that aspect, and try and keep myself motivated to do what I love, regardless of how tired I am, regardless of how busy I am. And I know that there is, even at work, I work very hard and I love my job, and I'm always wanting to take on new projects or always wanting to help the next person do something. And I often get told to take time for myself. So my bosses are amazing. They're very much in touch and caring with our well-being and things like that. So yeah, it's definitely something that I want to think about. But that is it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm hoping that I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.